So, as I mentioned before, I wanted to do a reading comprehension in Arabic language for a long time. So finally, I've got time to think about this course. So this course would be about level one. Before we talk about the level one reading, I wanted to mention a very important thing that reading comprehension is not the first step. So I'm expecting that at least you have studied Arabic before in the basic level. So what do I mean by that is you have studied Medina Book 1 and preferably Medina Book 2 as well. Or you have studied Bayna Yadik Book 1. Or you have studied Al-Kitab Al-Asasi, which is something that I'm covering in this channel. Even though we have not covered the entire level one book, but whatever we have studied, that should be sufficient in order to do reading comprehension level one. Or any other Arabic experience that you have that would be considered as first year of Arabic studies. So only then you would appreciate this course, because in this course I will not be going too much in details about the explanation with regards to the grammar, but I will definitely mention them, but I will focus a lot more about reading and understanding. So another thing I wanted to mention is that the way that I wanted to do these reading comprehension levels is not to follow one singular particular book. So this is something that I thought about a lot. I could have easily chosen any of the books from any curriculum, but what I've decided is instead of doing that, I would be introducing to you readings from many different curriculums and many different books covering many different genre. So this way you would get a overall picture. What is that expected of you to know in terms of reading in the level one? So I will quickly introduce you to some of the books that I will be covering. So the first one is, as you can see, just by cover picture, that this is a kid's book. Okay, this is very popular and very old kids series. So this book is meant for grade one, and I want you to know that you have to read this type of text. And this is the first one is extremely easy. There are a lot of I'll show you there are a lot of stories in here. I think at least 8 or 9. I'm not sure, maybe 10. So we'll not be reading all of them. We'll only read first couple of them just to get you guys, an understanding of how is the reading for grade one. Okay, so this is the first book. Second book is we'll also read something from the reading level one, which is taught in Medina University. So in the Medina University, if someone doesn't know Arabic, they teach them for a couple of years, and this is the first year reading. So this is a reading level one. So some of them would be a little bit easy. So I'll select the text to read, and I haven't decided which are the ones that I'll be reading. But when we get there, I will select some from this book as well. The third book is called Sahalawayhi. So this is a very interesting book. I highly recommend this book. We'll talk about this book when we start. This is also a graded reading book for teaching non-Arabic students. But the storylines, the difference between this one and would be, for example, this one would be these stories are written for kids, right? And whereas these stories are written for adult. Okay, so but the readings are fairly simple for the first book. For example, the story starts from here, the reading starts from here. As you can see, there's no haraka, so you might get intimidated by in the beginning, but as you can see, inshallah, you will see that the reading aren't that difficult. We'll go through them. We can't read just like every books, we won't be covering the entire books, but we'll be reading some text from here and there. Okay, so as a reading level one students, you would also be expected to able to read these kind of text. and understand. Okay. And then we'll also read something from one of the most popular book is Qisas al-Nabiyyin by Abu Hassan Nadwi. So again, this is a huge book, so we'll not be reading every single stories. We'll pick some of them from here and there. Okay. And then we'll also be reading from another book by the same author, which is Al-Qira'atul Rashida. Okay, this is a very interesting book. This one is a little bit more advanced than the other ones, but I will probably read just something. That's why I'll leave this one for the end of the level 1, meaning we'll read something from this book toward the end when we have already read a lot of other ones and build a lot of vocabularies. We'll just probably read something from the beginning, so which are always easier than the later ones. Okay. And we'll also read something from the Quran. So I will also select some verses, some text from the Quran that is suitable for this level so that we can also read. And I might also pick something from the Hadith as well. Okay. So this is what I have planned for the reading comprehension, Arabic reading comprehension level 1. So hopefully you guys are interested. And inshallah, I will start this course very soon.